Hello, Justin David here again. This is a slightly different type of video to my normal AV bits and bobs. But I thought I'd just share with you something which I've got my eye on at the moment, and that's the new Porsche 718 Cayman. I had a Cayman 981 PDK for about a year, a couple of years ago, and I got rid of it. And part of me regrets getting rid of it and part of me doesn't. The reason I don't regret getting rid of it is because at the time I spec'd a fairly basic model. So, you know, I'm not sounding ungrateful or anything, but it never felt quite as good as it could have been for an extra few pounds a month. So I got rid of it a year ago. I'm driving something else at the moment, but I've been watching more and more videos about the 718 Cayman, and I know there's issues with the four-cylinder block, etc., but it still is a brilliant car, and from what I've read, it's only got better with the latest 718 release. So I thought I'd just go through my configuration. If anyone's interested, comment, give me some feedback, say what you like, say what you don't like. But essentially, I'm going to spec this up. Have a look at some of the options, and then you might want to comment and say, oh, I don't like that combination or whatever. Anyway, so the previous Cayman I had was Guards Red. And actually it looked pretty much like that. Now the problem immediately, which I see, is the wheels. Have 18-inch wheels. Now on the older Boxster and Cayman, before the 981 release, 18-inch wheels looked fine to me, but with this latest, with the 981 release and the 718 new version, they just don't look big enough. And they're the wheels I had on mine, and it looked just like that. So it was a beautiful car, but it just never felt as good as it could be. Interesting with the new 718, they have changed these wing mirrors, so they've got this like gap in the middle now, which is a bit different. Mine had solid bits here. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the colour. And I'm not going to go for a standard colour this time. I'm going to go for jet black metallic. Now, I'm really into my car detailing products, and I know there's people out there who will probably say never have a black car, but actually if you know how to look after a black car properly, and it's treated properly, and you wash it properly, and it's protected properly, there's nothing better, in my opinion. So I'm going for jet black metallic. Scrolling down here, the wheel options, I was looking at the 20-inch Carrera S wheels, but I'd like a few more options. And if you compare the Carrera S wheels at 1700 with, say, 19-inch wheels, there is a bit of a difference. So the wheels I've decided to go for are actually the Boxster S wheels, because I think I don't particularly like the Cayman S wheels. I don't know why, but I quite like these ones. So I've decided to go for the 19-inch Boxster S wheels, and scrolling down, it took me a long time to decide on the interior. Previously, when I had my Guards Red Cayman, I had the agate grey, which it doesn't really do it justice in this picture because it's actually lighter than that, and it was a very nice coloured interior, but I fancy a change this time. So what I've decided to go for is this option here. I don't want to spend ridiculous amounts of money on the interior, so you can see £2,000, but for $1,133 you can get this, which is the leather with just a small amount of this new Bordeaux red colour. Now I would never have a full red interior, but actually I think that with the black exterior could look really nice. It's just got the red leather top on the instrument dials, a little bit of red on the seats and the doors, and I think that looks really nice. And to go with that, what I'm also going to do is have red seat belts. Now I was surprised because I spec'd the wrong seat belts the other day because I didn't realise that there's two reds. So I spec'd, where is it? Guards Red seat belts. Which that's going to look brilliant, you know, nice contrast, nice black interior with a red seatbelt. But then my wife said to me, oh, it's a different red. And that's not going to look very good at all. You can see it's a slightly brighter red, and I thought, oh well, I'll go for black seatbelts. However, looking down in the list, you can actually get Bordeaux red seatbelts. So I'll accept that. And that means that you get a perfect match. So I think that's going to look really nice inside. Just a sort of bit of red with the metallic black on the outside. Let me know what you think to that. Moving on, other options. Let's go back to... Like I said, I didn't have many options on the other Porsche, because anyone who knows Porsches, you have to practically pay for everything. The nice thing about the new 718 is it now comes standard with Sound Package Plus, because I only have the standard standard entertainment system on my Cayman, so the sound was never great, but it's nice to know that you now don't have to pay for Sound Package Plus, so I'm not going to bother upgrading to Bose. It comes with standard Bluetooth now, which was an option on mine, and it comes with standard universal interface, SD card, USB, iPod connectivity, etc. So that's great, so you don't have to spec any of that. So what I am going to spec on the exterior is I'm going to go for... I thought that you had to spec Xenon lights, because Xenon lights is an option here, but that's only to get this Porsche dynamic light system, whatever that is. They do come with standard Xenons now, even on the Cayman as well as the Cayman S, so that's great, so I don't need to worry about lighting. But I am going to spec tinted tail lights, because I think with the black, if you look at the standard lights, that looks lovely, but if you go for the tinted tail lights, it just gets rid of all the red, and I think that looks really nice with the black exterior. I'm also going to go for front and rear park assist. Last time I went for park assist rear, and I didn't realise at the time that if you go for park assist front and rear, you get the graphical representation on the infotainment system, so you can visually see where you are from objects. With the park assist rear, you don't get that. So for an extra £250 or whatever it is, I'm going to go for park assist front and rear. I'm going to go for electrically folding mirrors. I had those last time. They are nice, and the bonus is that you get an extra downlighter in the mirror here, which you don't get if you don't have electrically folding mirrors. Also, it makes getting in and out of my garage much easier as well. We're also going to go for... What else did I go for? Oh, transmission. I'm going to go for PDK. I thought about going for manual. But a lot of certainly my daily commute and my driving is round town. And I think if you lived in the countryside, a manual would be fine. But with start-stop traffic, I'm going to go for the PDK. And also, if I'm going to do this on a PCP finance agreement, it doesn't actually work out that much more expensive, because the final guaranteed future value on a PDK model is about £1,600 more than a manual. So actually, you're only paying £300 or so plus interest. So it's not as if it's costing you that much more money, unless you're going to buy it outright, obviously. And then also decided to go for... I don't want cruise control. I would never use it. I never used it on the car I've got. I do like the idea of the light design package, which just gives you ambient lighting, which I think will look really nice inside. You spend all your time in a car on its inside, so I think with this car, I want to make it a really nice place to be. So I think part of that, as well as the red leather, is this nice light design package. And then I think I'm toyed between the GT Sport steering wheel, which is a slightly different diameter, a bit smaller, and it's got these kind of rivet details in, so I quite like that. Or I'm going to go for the heated multifunction steering wheel. Now, the nice thing about the new 718 is that it gives you proper flappy paddles for the PDK gearbox. Now, on the one I had, you just had up and down buttons on the front, and they weren't very intuitive to use. So that's nice that they've done that. Do I need the buttons on the steering wheel? Well, as it's got Bluetooth and radio, it's obviously safer to use your phone from the steering wheel rather than moving your hands away from the steering wheel and reaching down here. So I think I'll keep it at the heated wood function steering wheel. Interestingly, you can choose both options and actually have, which it doesn't make it clear here, but you can actually have a smaller diameter GT sport steering wheel with the multifunction options. But that's a lot of money, so I'm going to get rid of that and just go for the standard heated multifunction steering wheel. Not bothered about heated seats, I don't think. What else did I want though? Anything else? Oh yes, finally, communication. I think you've got to have sat-nav in this day and age. It's ridiculous that you have to pay £1,052 for it, but I think it's worth having come resale. I'm not going to bother with Bose because, like I say, it's already got the Sound Package Plus, and I am going to bother with a DAB radio. Okay, so that's my spec. So we've got the base Cayman, jet black metallic, black Bordeaux red leather package with partial leather seats, tinted tail lights, park assist front and rear, electric folded mirrors, PDK, 19-inch box-rest wheels, light design package, heated multifunction steering wheel, Bordeaux red seat belts, sat-nav and digital radio. So it's quite a good spec. It's not silly, but I think it would make me want to keep the car longer, because I think it's much more the spec that I wanted rather than the spec that I could afford last time. So let me know what you think. I think that looks really nice. I think the wheels are nicely proportioned. Last time I paid for the coloured centre wheel caps. They're £110. I don't think it's worth it. And also, I'm not saying they're half as good, but you can actually get a set off eBay for about £10. So I could always just keep these and put those on. You know, they might wear out, but we'll see. But I think that looks really nice. Jet black metallic. It's got the tinted tail lights at the back. I'm not too fussed about the single exhaust pipe. I was thinking about having the twin tailpipe, but it's another £300 odd. And I just love that interior. So you've got the multifunction steering wheel, you've got the subtle bit of red leather, but it's not too much in your face. And also you can just see it over there. You've got the matching Bordeaux red seatbelt, which I think will look stunning. So I think I may have to order one of these very soon. But if anyone else is thinking of ordering one, maybe that's given you some inspiration, maybe that's told you a few bits that you didn't know, maybe you knew it all. But I'd be interested to get some comments. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.